Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for today's episode of FitnesSing. I am so excited to see you and hear those of you who want to be heard. And for those of you who don't want to be heard, I'm still happy to see you. Thank you for the Marsh. Thank you to the Marsh for making this space available to us. And all those things that Brian said, yes, I echo. So without further ado, let's get started. We are going to start today with moving our body. We're going to get a little bit of heat going inside our body, and we'll start with, if you can see my feet, I'm going to do, look, it's kind of like an ankle roll. Just going to start with some ankle rolls here. And we're going to go in counts of 8. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to pick that up to a 1, 2, 3, 4, just marching in place, 8 counts. And then we're going to actually move into a light jog. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to go to knees up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do 3 rounds of that. That'll get our body good and moving and get a little bit of calorie burn right off the bat. So again, we're starting with our ankles. Just getting the body saying hello. So our tempo will be this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. Roll, 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 roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now march. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Light jog. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And high knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a breather. We're going to do that 2 more times. All right. And if you feel like your body wants to go a little faster, go a little faster. If you want to get more of a calorie burn, then just put more effort. The more effort, the more calories you'll burn. All right, let's fire up that body, starting with our ankle rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Light jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And knees up. 1, 2. High knees. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. All right, I'm feeling it, getting some energy. Woo! All right, and now feet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. March, 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 march. 5, 6, 7, 8. Light jog. 5, 6. High knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. And now we're going to let our breath settle. And while we do that, we're going to give feet about shoulder width apart. And we're going to do inhale, arms up, and release on shh. Again. Thank your body. Thank you, body, for cooperating with my mind, right? Not everybody has that privilege, so we can be grateful for that. All right, now when your breath is settled, we're going to do some singing. So I'll go back to the keyboard. Thank you. All right, so I don't know if any of you saw the advertisement that I sent out just a few, maybe 45 minutes before class came on. But I had my mask on, you know. I was at my son's middle school, and I'm like, hey, everybody, I'm singing in the mask. Ha ha, get it? So for those of you, I see you. Who's that? Amber, I see you laughing. So if you've ever taken voice lessons, at some point you get to this thing where we talk about singing in the mask. And so like, if you just go put your mask on and start singing, you're singing in the mask. But there's another way to do it. So I want to help you know how to maximize your resonance. So what is resonance? Resonance is the way that the breath spins around in the cavities, the chest cavity, sinus cavity, nasal, you know, head here, all of these cavities, even here in the trachea, where the breath is spinning when we sing, when the breath reverberates in those cavities, it has the possibilities to create power. and to increase your amplitude without you taking the voice and doing like this, like I'm gonna sing really loud, I'm gonna make a big sound. We don't have to do that if we know how to use our resonance capacity. So one resonance capacity that we can focus on today is the mask. And so the mask refers to this area here. So let's all just do a hmm. You can feel when you make that sound, I want you to feel like, oh, that was really delicious, or I'm so excited. And for some of you, it may not be as high as where my voice is, but find it in your voice where you feel like it's like little flickering lights here. It could feel warm. Maybe you think of colors, warm colors, as you're doing this. There's also some kind of toy that makes that sound. Now, if we go really, really far with this idea of singing in the mask, we can actually go like beyond this balanced place, and we can make kind of like a witch sound, like that's very nasal, right? Try that. And when you do that, what do you feel? You can throw it in the chat room if you like. What do you feel? I don't see anything in the chat room yet, but when you're doing though, evil and high, right? I'm the wicked witch. I'm coming to get you, Kendall. I see you. So tricky. So when we're making that sound, for me, I feel like there's a lot of vibration right here. And I can move where that vibration happens. And that's, if you've ever heard placement, that's what placement is really all about. It's just saying to the breath, I would like for you to spin here. Oh, great. Sharina's discovering a new area of her voice. So if we go, like you're gonna cry. I want you to notice how the sound changes, like the place of the sound changes. When you do that, what happens? Like, where do you feel it moving? Chat, you can chat it up. For me, I feel it going like this. It starts out like really, 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 really narrow here, and then it starts to go, and it feels like it's up here somewhere. And we can even move, we can spin that around, we can move it further back. So now we're gonna go. Goes through back of sinus cavity. Yeah. And so we are moving from E. E is the most forward vowel. So we're moving from very forward vowel, which is a kind of a nondescript, what we might say is a schwa sound. In German, the schwa. Yeah. And then also, woo is the back vowel, the most back vowel. Woo, and o are in the back, right? So feel that transition of placement. All right, and we can actually sing and make the sound resonate in all those different places. And when we have a balanced voice, we have some of all of that inside. All notes have some residual parts of those places. And we haven't even started talking about chest resonance, right? Okay, so let's sing. We're going to do a fifth. And we're going to use this E vowel. I want you to, for me, I'm wanting to go into my chest, and I'm trying not to go into my chest, so I make sure you really hear. I want to go into my chest voice right there. All right, and then next one. Scary, yeah, scary, Kendall. I hear you. Even though as we descend, as we descend, we should still feel the vibration in the front, but it is going to shift as we move down. It will shift. It's not going to stay exactly in the same place, but you want to try to maintain as much of that forward feeling as possible. All right, let's do that one together again. Now, what if I'm not using this mask resonance? You want to know what my E would sound like? Right there. E, E, E. It's hard for me to completely cut it off. E, there it is. E, but I'm going E. Can you hear that difference? So let's find yours. So going into this mask area, it's the E vowel that has a little bit of that in it, just a little bit of that in it. Also, we've talked about, and if you've been in the class before, we've talked about lifting the soft palate as a way to get access to the upper partials of our sound. So lifting the soft palate means we take the soft, squishy part of the roof of our mouth and we lift it. You see my uvula is hanging down, and just in front of my uvula is my soft palate. And on command, I can go lift, relax, lift, relax. How can we access the lift? We can access the lift by starting a yawn, or a sneeze, or smelling a rose, or whatever flower you like. The soft palate goes up. So we have soft palate lift. We have this forward E vowel that we're using, this a little bit of that to give us some resonance. And so what is resonance good for? It's good for making your voice carry without doing a lot of work. Like the body projects the voice for you as opposed to you saying to your voice, right? The body projects. We have a PA system built inside of this instrument. All right, so soft palate is lifted. So if you find that you are maybe starting we call it onset, when you begin singing, at the moment that you begin to make sound, if you find yourself kind of going like this, that's more force than we want to put on the vocal cords. So what I would like for you to do, if you find yourself doing that, we're going to just adjust by putting an H in front of the vowel. So you'll sing he, okay? Here we go. And up. Up. Up, one more. Now down. How's it going, everybody? Anybody want to demonstrate or get some feedback from me at this point? You can jump in. Okay, I'm not seeing volunteers, so we'll just keep moving. So we'll go. It's shady and shaky. Oh, interesting. Sharina, can you tell me more about shady? Oh, let me unmute you.
My voice quality just sounds, it's not a good thing. The shady and shaky wasn't a good thing. It was just like I couldn't control it when I was trying to keep the sound up front. So there was more shakiness. And it was shady because it was like, I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing.
I love it.
So I've tried to do it, just the E, like in a lower, since I have a lower voice. E, so without it, E, and then with it, I'm not sure if I'm getting it. E, E, E. That's
Actually, you know what's so interesting is what you were doing naturally has more of that quality that we're trying to access in it already.
Okay.
So, and when you made the change, you actually, I know you were probably thinking lift the soft palate and bring it forward, but you were also depressing the tongue, which depresses the larynx. And that makes kind of this, right, and we get this, yeah? So we want to keep it, we want to keep the larynx in kind of a neutral position where it has the freedom to do what it needs to do, but without getting locked into anything. Great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay. Our producer says that you can unmute yourself. Wonderful. I didn't know that. Thank you. So yeah, great. So keep doing what you were already naturally doing. And for you, you may not feel so much of this kind of sensation in the bridge of the nose until you're a little bit higher. Yes, great. All right. Anybody else? Okay, let's keep singing. Kendall, you feel free to ask any questions at any time. All right, here we are. So if you hear change in quality in my voice, I just went into my chest voice. And so when I'm singing in my chest voice and I'm having mask resonance, you're going to hear a difference, but I am still trying my best to connect to so, but the chest quality of my voice will take over, and it's supposed to. So if you notice that in yourself as we're moving down, the quality of the sound or the timbre changes, then it's just because you're making a registration change, going from maybe middle to low, or for some of you upper to middle, right? So here we are. Great. You all look like so peaceful singing. I don't know what you sound like, but you look just so peaceful. Great. So if we went from E to ooh, we're going to feel just how different the placement of sound is, right? So now we're going to go E, ooh. So two, right? And we're just putting one vowel right behind the other. So you can experience front vowel, back vowel, front vowel, back vowel. And what I'd like you to do is I'm gonna get close so you can see what happens with my nose. All right, so you see my nostrils flare? That's because I'm going into my head voice, right? I'm accessing that head space. So it's still flaring even on the ooh. Ooh. So my ooh vowel is a back vowel, but I'm capitalizing on the resonance capacity of the mask by keeping that soft palate lifted. So I'm still gaining what we would call spin, or the ability to project the voice further than if I were singing with, watch my nostrils not go open. Ooh, ooh, right? Versus ooh. So it's a very different quality. If you keep listening, ooh, 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 it almost sounds higher. My mom didn't know anything about vocal training at all, but she was just gifted to tell me the right things when I was a teenager. And she would often say, Candace, you're singing that Whitney Houston song higher than Whitney. But I'd be singing like along with Whitney. She's like, why are you singing so high? And I realized, oh, I'm not singing higher. It's just the placement of my voice is different than Whitney's, right? So I'm using just a higher positioning of the same pitch. So I can come from above the pitch, woo. I can come directly onto the pitch, woo. And I can come from below the pitch, woo. And therein you have basically gotten into 3 different styles just by the way you approach a pitch, right? Woo, that's classical. Woo, that could be musical theater. It could be a lot of different things. Then is more soul, right? So, okay, enough of that. Let's get back to some singing. All right, so we're going, ooh. All right, here we go. Ready, and ooh. Back down. Where are we? And when it gets uncomfortable, you can just stop. I'm going to play it up here just to make sure you can hear it enough, but we're still singing. If you can go one more. All right, so can I just tell you that I didn't think I could ever sing notes that low. Like, I could only sing to here. That was like the lowest note. Maybe a B flat. That was like all I could do. But over time, working in exercises like this, I've been able to increase the lower range. And as well, the voice has just been continuing to settle and mature. And I don't know if I gave you this tidbit, but I'd love to give you little pieces of information. A female voice, I'm probably not using the right language, but a native female voice continues to mature until about 40. The native male voice continues to mature until about 30. So, you can think about where you are on that trajectory. And I just want to say that doing things like this can keep our voices young and supple. So just like we need to exercise the body, we want to exercise the voice. And you know what I will do? If you come back next week, I will play a short video of I think she's like 90 something or maybe 100 years old, singing gloriously like Kathleen Battle. Like, she has not lost any of the youthfulness of her voice. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. G. So you say, why such a huge discrepancy? Oh, between the male and female voice maturity. I don't have the exact answer to that. Some of the things that may play a part in it are hormonal changes over time. Yeah, I will look that question up. And since I know you personally, I will make sure to send you more details about the reason why. That's a great question. Uh-huh. Oh, so interesting. Yes, Sharina. This is wonderful. Yes, absolutely. So, okay, so the question is about how medications can impact the voice, right? So, if we are taking some type of hormonal therapy, like and it could just be I'm using a spray for asthma. The I don't know what you call it, but you know what I'm saying. Like if you're using that for asthma, it can dry out the voice. It can make the voice feel heavy. And so when even an inhaler, thank you, if the voice feels heavy, let's say like maybe it is not actually heavy, right? There's no more weight being placed on the voice by the medication, but you will feel heaviness when the voice gets dry. Maybe the cords thicken, and when the cords thicken, we feel the need to push more. And so you want to be aware of those kinds of things, because that's when you say, okay, I have to sing based on my knowledge and not just what it feels like. Like, okay, it feels like I need to push, but if I know I've been taking something that's either thickening the cords or drying me out, then I know that I need to rely on sing smaller, push. No, we don't even want to push at all, right? So I have had to, as a female who sings at all times of the month, there have been times when I have had to take like one Advil just to help relieve the thickness on the cords before I go out. And that's not something that I would say go and do that all the time. Every time you're going through this particular part of your cycle, you want to do that. But it sometimes was very helpful for me right before a performance, and I had to do it hours in advance just so that everything was supple like I needed it to be. So that's a great question. There's so much more that we could talk about on that. Great. We have more people coming in. This is so wonderful. All right. So does anybody want to talk about, you have a question, Rachel? Yes.
So when I sing ooh, ooh, I cannot get the same power out of my voice. E works for me, but ooh, I feel like I hit a plateau of energy with the ooh, somewhere around the middle range. So I just wanted to share that ooh I'm having a hard time getting the resonance to get up there in that nice vibratory place.
And you said it's particularly when you go through the middle of your voice? Can you try, so the soft palate lift we've been talking about too, when you go, wherever this is in your voice, could you sing in that area for me? Just that you could.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's low, yeah.
How about here? Ooh.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh. Does that feel high, Rachel?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's very comfortable, but that doesn't seem to get into that middle place. But it's just hard for me to project an ooh. There's something that weakens in the projection.
I'm just wondering, two things I'm wondering about. I'm wondering if you're maintaining the soft palate lift, right? Keeping the soft palate up. Ooh, even though, and I guess also I should say, you should not expect the exact same amplitude if you're going from high register to middle register, don't necessarily expect it to be the same, especially if it's not something that you've been working, right?
And is that true for E in general, that E is just going to be this kind of powerhouse?
That's why we use it. Yes. So because it is the most forward vowel, it just brings all of that mask capacity, mask resonance capacity front and center. And so it can be a point of reference. So if we say, ee, so here's a way you can practice going from your E to your oo. So ee, let's find a ee. So I'm thinking kind of ee for that one, right? E, and you're going to slowly migrate to an oo, but you're going to go e. And as you slowly migrate, you're just telling yourself, I want to maintain that resonance, the fire flickering in my sound, even though I know I'm shifting to a vowel that's going to be much further back, but maintain the lights here. And you should find that you get more spin and more ability to project on the oo vowel. Great question. Thank you. I like your hair. All right. Any other questions? Okay, so it's 12:33. I want to make sure that we get a little fun singing in. We haven't gotten back to any exercising, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep singing. So, you know, there's a lot going on right now, particularly in Minneapolis. And so I thought that it would be a good time to just sing about peace and love and joy in a super simple way. So there's an old folk song. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river, right? So we've probably heard that. Have we heard that? So we're gonna sing that. Oh, good, Kendall. I'm so glad that you've heard of it too. So I've got peace like a river. We're still going to think about this mask placement. So we could sing it just like regular. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace. We could totally jam out like that. And we will. But I want to also use what we've just been working on to apply it to the song. So let's find our E place. E, 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 E. This E flat. All right, so with this E feeling, we're going to sing it a little softly to help us maintain the lift and the forward placement. So if you know it, you can sing along, and I'll sing a phrase and then you sing it back. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. Here we go. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. Next phrase. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Let's sing. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Now I'm going to do it like this, the next line. I've got peace like a river. So let's sing that one. I've got peace like a river. Next is I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. The last line. I've got peace like a river in my soul. All right, so we are in our classical space when we do it that way. All right, so let's do the whole thing in our classical space. Then we're going to go and change it to a different style. All right, 1, 2, 3. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. That's all, right? So we have now been our opera singers. Now let's go to a different place. So we're not going to concentrate it here. We're just going to let it be more like a speaking place, right? So whatever that is for you, how can we find our speaking place in our singing voice? So I want you to say, A, B, C, D, say the alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, so this is so good to see you, Abby. All the way from, where are you now? She's international, Nigeria. Are you in Nigeria now?
London.
You're in London, okay. Awesome. All right, so, yes. All right, so in your speaking kind of way, right? It doesn't have to be beautiful, lyrical. It can be like, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace. All right, here we go. I want you to really reflect on it this time. We can choose to have peace in the midst of the storm. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. All right, now, thinking. Somebody give me an idea of where you want to sing it. Give me a place of, like, I want to sing from this place. It can be, I want to sing from a place of hope. I want to sing from a place of love. You put it in the chat room, and then we're going to figure out how to go there. I'm waiting, anxiously awaiting to see what you think of. Ooh, okay. Trying to get there. Determined resolve to be peace. Determined resolve. All right, so let's all take this determined resolve and put yourself in a place where you feel that determination and the resolve. And when you feel it, I want you to put your face like right in the screen, so we see your determined resolve. All right. Now, with the feeling that you have right now, I want you to start to sing. And if you feel like you lose the determined resolve, just stop, reestablish the feeling. We're going to sing from an emotion, not from our intellect or technique. We're going to sing from a feeling. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. That was beautiful. It was a beautiful feeling for me. Anybody want to give us a sample of your determined resolve? I'm looking. No? Okay. There's another one. Courage. How is determined resolve different from courage, right? We want to be very specific. So I feel that there is courage and determined resolve, but how, if we just want to focus on courage, let's find our courage place. I'm going to change the key. And if you want to sing in your own key, since we're not singing together, you can sing lower or higher or whatever. Oh no, I'm going to go. Let's see. I'm going to go here. Okay. Courage. And let's actually use the word courage in the song. That's what's so wonderful about folk songs. We can make it our own, right? So we can say, I've got courage like a lion. I've got courage like a lion. I've got courage like a lion in my soul. Oh, I've got courage like a lion. I've got courage like a lion. I've got courage like a lion in my soul. Whew. Oh boy, you all are getting me all stirred up over here. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay in my body. Like I'm just gonna blow up. Wow. Yes, yes, Kendall, calm. I like that. We need that. Okay, so we're just corralling all of that energy right now that we had. We're going to find our place of calm. And that's perfect. I've got calm like a river. All right. When you find it, you can start to sing. For me, I think I'm going to sing higher. Let's see. I've got calm like a river. I've got calm like a river. I've got calm like a river in my soul. I've got calm like a river. I've got calm like a river. I've got calm like a river in my soul. Thank you for that, Kendall. I see you still singing. Kendall, would you be interested in singing a line of it for us? You don't have to, no pressure. Would you like to do it next time or now or another time?
Another time?
Another time. I would so love that. All right, anybody want to sing as we go out? This is so wonderful. Thank you for this experience. You know, we never know what it's going to be like, what it's going to feel like when we get together and start to sing. But we just established some beautiful melodies and vibrations here and in our hearts. And I feel super connected to each of you. Thank you. Thank you for just sharing this time and allowing yourself to be in each of those spaces emotionally and connecting with the music. And hopefully this did bring some calm to your soul, to your mind, your emotions, to all of the things that are going on right now. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful way to close our session. Kendall, thanks for steering us to this place. That was awesome. All right, thank you, each one of you. Thank yourselves. We appreciate the Marsh. And thank you, Mr. Producer Brian.